And welcome back for some more Potato. Let's see what we get this time. We get Well-Rounded, which is just the basic character, plus 5 max HP, plus 5% speed, plus 8 harvesting. And we get the Cacti Club for the weapon. Right, let's see how we do. Cacti Club benefits from both melee and ranged, so it's a little bit difficult perhaps to make use of, but it's also working pretty well so far. Alright, wave 1 done. Let's get even more harvesting here. And I guess we're going full on melee here. We are offered a rock and a hatchet. Why not take it? Cute Monkey does interfere with the damage from the Cacti Club, but it should be fine overall. So let's take it. Let's also reroll. And we see another Cute Monkey. We also see defective steroids and a spiky shield. Don't think we want the screwdriver though. So maybe that's something that I should actually consider. We could lean in or lean on engineering. Perhaps we don't have any yet, but we might eventually. Nah, let's not. Let's not. There's definitely an argument to be made for the screwdriver there, but let's try to focus on just one thing, at least for now. Right, wave 2 has been completed. There we go. And do I want any of this, or do I reroll? Now let's take legs. Upgrade our legs. And also lungs, I guess. Sure. Alright. Let's get the spiky shield, let's get the steroids, let's actually reroll as well. Don't want the torch, because I don't want to split our damage types too much. Okay, lock all of that down and let's go. Wave 3. So I actually recorded a winning run with, the renegade character. But somehow I managed to screw up the video capture for it, so there is no video for that run, sadly. Was kind of tempted to do another renegade run for this run, but here we are. Decided to do with the random potato anyway. Right, let's keep on doing things. Let's get the hand. But what do we combine? I think we'll combine the shield here. So the hand is good for more harvesting. And let's get the baby gecko first. Let's actually reroll as well. Let's lock down the plant. Do we want a shuriken or a knife? So the issue here is that we are splitting up our possible, well, not possible, but our weapon types. And if we do that too much, then it's going to be very difficult to actually upgrade those weapons. So let's actually ignore those. We're doing okay for wave 4 with what we have. We have a good amount of harvesting, so as long as we can actually keep on killing things, we will gain plenty of materials and levels, which will enable us to get through the mid to late game, hopefully. As long as I don't screw this up somehow. Playing melee is always a little bit tricky though, when compared to ranged in Potato, at least for me. I'll take some luck here and reroll this one. Okay, 9 max HP. Good, 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 good. Let's pick up the Cute Monkey and the plant. So that's -2 range damage, making the Cacti Club's secondary damage effect far less effective. But if we get some life steal, it's still okay. Let's reroll there. Do I want the Ghost Axe one? Maybe. But like I said earlier, splitting up our weapon types too much can be detrimental. But let's take it. Let's see if it works out for us. And let's go for wave 5 instead of rerolling. So we should be able to get to, let's say, wave 10 without too much difficulties. Wave 7 is a bit of a difficulty spike, as is wave 8. But I think we'll get through those relatively easily. We have nearly 40 hit points as well, so can take a few hits. Wave 9 shouldn't be too much of a problem, not with this kind of weaponry that we have. But of course I have been known to be wrong in the past. Here let's take more melee damage instead of the armor, though I am tempted by the armor as well. Hedgehog is here, it's probably worth it, I think. Let's ignore the rest of that. Coupon is good, coffee is good, tree is good, and let's go for wave 6. Wave 6 should be quite simple. Keyword should. So just keep on killing these mindless aliens. So there is, I don't think, any backstory for this game. It's kind of, well, like what kind of story would you even have? But it is a bit, well, not even a bit. It's more than a little bit strange when you think about what's actually portrayed in this game. Like a 6-handed potato is fighting aliens who are attacking him. Or attacking it, rather. I don't know the gender of the potato. So yeah, makes for an amusing little image. Or, well, if we start to rationalize it, which we probably shouldn't. Let's get the sunglasses for crit damage, and let's also get the warrior helmet for some safety. We're going into wave 7 here. Spiky shield, we can't take that unless we recycle something, so let's ignore it. Let's lock down the tentacles, since we did take the crit chance. Snail is okay, but don't know if it's worth locking down. Alien worm is probably worth it, let's take it. And go for wave 7. So I wonder if anyone's written like any fan fiction for Brotato. Basically, I think anything that's popular enough does get fanfiction eventually, so I would imagine that yes, there exists some kind of fanfiction for the game, which I'm slightly curious about. Sadly, I think also that when there exists fanfiction, a disturbing amount of it will be focused on something that one could find titillating. So I wonder what the erotic material for a potato would look like. Well, maybe I shouldn't actually wonder about that, because maybe I really don't want to imagine it. Why am I imagining it, is the question. Let's see, do I want dodge here? Lifesteal is okay, luck is perhaps a little bit greedy. Could also reroll, maybe get some armor, but let's take the dodge. Let's get the tentacle. Medal is here. Crit chance 13. I think it's worth it. Let's take it. And speaking of crit chance, here's sunglasses. Let's take the fertilizer first, though, even though that does lower our melee damage. Let's lock down these two items. They go well together. So yeah, let's not go too deep into possible Brotato fanfiction that could exist. I'm sure, well, not sure, I'm relatively sure that it does in some way or another exist out there in the deep reaches of the internet. Maybe the Brotato subreddit has something in it. But yeah, let's focus on the game. I'm actually maybe hurting a little bit against these big fat aliens. Though I am also recovering health relatively quickly. So the run is going okay, but not all that. Okay, took some damage there, need to focus. Wave 8 done, thankfully. I am going to be greedy and pick up the wheelbarrow. Oh, 4 arms 4, thank you. Don't mind if I do. Ghost Axe 3 is here. Have we gained anything from this? 3. Okay, well, I'll recycle that and get this instead. Goes well for wave 9, the horde wave. And let's get the crit chance. I will ignore the sausage. I think we are fat enough as it is. No need to get sausages. Don't generally like splitting damage types too much, but maybe that's a mistake in the game. But currently we don't have any elemental damage, so not much of a reason to take the sausage. Alright, so wave 9 will gain a lot of resources. But I do need to focus a little bit into what's actually going on. We do have 60 hit points already though. This is kind of crazy actually. Well, I don't know if it's crazy, but it's more than usually we have at this point. Okay. We can actually walk into these smaller aliens at least and not take too much damage while doing so. We are at 560 materials. Blood donation is here. A risky item. It's also wave 9, so it's definitely going to pay off big time if we are able to withstand the damage. Since we have 61 health, I'm going to be extremely greedy and pick this up. Oh, thank you. Game is helping us. So here's the lure for more HP regen. Right on time. And here's +9 max HP. And more HP regen. Okay, okay. Things are working out. Black belt is here. Scar is here. Let's also take the medal. Do we want a garden? It's a little bit of healing. Sure, I'll take it. Bat is here. We maybe should take that actually because of the blood donation. Let's do so. And I guess we'll take the sunglasses for even more crit chance, though our armor is trending downwards, which is not a nice feeling. Could also take the bag. I think it's early enough. Let's take it. So, being kind of greedy here, let's see if we are actually able to survive with all this damage that we're taking. Need to focus on the actual game instead of imagining fan fiction now. With the advent of AI available for basically everyone in the world, making fanfiction is also easier than it ever has been, both in the form of images and text. So if anyone is inspired by this very video to make fanfiction for Potato, there's easy ways to do it. Not that I necessarily encourage you to do so, but you're free to do as you wish. And I will be partly to blame for what you will inflict upon the world if you take that suggestion. Well, it's not a suggestion, it's an idea. If you take that idea and run with it. So, level 10. No, not level 10, level 15, wave 10. Do we take armor or attack speed or lifesteal, or do we reroll? I think armor probably. Oh, nice. Okay, let's take either percentage damage or dodge. I think dodge. We want survivability. We are getting a horde now, and we are getting an elite on wave 14. Could pick up this bag as well. It's early enough. Don't really like doing it, but I will. And here's a spiky shield 3. Let's see. Could get rid of the hand. Now we have enough harvesting as it is. Sure, let's pick up the spiky shield instead. And reroll. Fighting stick is here. Is that good? It might be good, but it's only a fighting stick 2. Which means I'm probably skipping it actually, because, well, I could recycle the cacti club or the hatchet. Maybe the cacti club, since it's starting to trail off in damage. Yeah, okay. I've talked myself into it. Let's reroll and pick up the alloy, as well as the plant and also the insanity. Okay, wave 11, let's see how we do. So these bigger, spiky aliens hurt quite a bit if they're able to breach our defenses. Need to be a little bit mindful of that. The other one's not that much of a problem. Though, since this is a horde wave, we might be overrun. We shall find out. 30 seconds to go. Okay, we're taking a little bit of damage, but we are also recovering it. Alright, being a little bit greedy. Walking into enemies, it seems to be going fine, since we have so many hit points. Okay, 6 more seconds. Pick up all of that. Good, good, good. Made it through that. We are at 80 hit points. Let's reroll that. Let's get more dodge. Okay. And either armor or attack speed. I think we'll go... Both are good. Let's actually go attack speed. Let's be greedy. Let's be greedy. Let's also pick up the defective steroids now that we have the attack speed to give up. Fighting stick is here again. Sure. Claw tree is here. Being teacher is here. I think it's early enough. Let's take it. And do I want to reroll this or perhaps take a gummy berserker? Range is good. We don't currently have range. I think so. Yeah, let's take it. We're getting an lead in 2 waves, which means we still have time to improve survivability and also the damage. Should be able to get there pretty easily, but we might, if I play poorly, die during that wave. Which would be a shame, because this run is going pretty well. I mean, maybe it's even going better than pretty well, since we have 101 harvesting and 81 hit points. But yeah, we shall find out when we get there. If we get there. Keep on killing. No problem so far in this wave. Okay, kill and pick up materials to be able to kill even more. These potatoes are very bloodthirsty. Hedgehog is here. It's I don't know if it's worth it, but let's pick it up anyway. Master is here, sure. More dodge, okay. And here I will reroll. We have enough max HP. Crit chance, sure. That's also healing. A little bit, at least. Cyberball, nah, no thanks. We have only 2 luck. Dangerous bunny is worth it though. Alien eyes, Well, with this amount of HP, sure. Let's also take a riposte. That's a nice item. We have 33% dodge, so yeah, definitely. Do I want an injection? It's maybe worth it. Let's pick it up. Could even pick up the fighting stick if I recycle the hatchet. Which might not be a good idea. It did do over 4,000 damage last wave. The thing with doing that is it grants us more chances to upgrade our weaponry without the need of future recycles. And also it grants us a free reroll instead of spending 24 on it. Yeah, let's just reroll. Okay, Ghost X is here. Let's get a Ghost X4 in that case. Let's also get more luck. And lock down the mushroom for more HP regen. And here we are, wave 13. Keep on slaughtering these aliens who might be innocent. This might be their planet, and the potato is actually invading it. They're just trying to protect their way of life, their territory. But the potato has no mercy in his soul, and will, without care, just keep on slaughtering them. So we are taking some damage here, so I need to focus on the actual gameplay. 15 seconds to go. Let's get to the tree. Alright. Okay, made it through wave 13. Next wave will be the real test of this character. And here's more dodge. I would also like the attack speed and the crit chance, but let's get the dodge. The HP regen, the cute monkey again. Hunting trophy, is that... Well, we do have 46% crit. Wave 13. I think we need immediate help instead. This might be a little bit too late though, I'm not sure on it. Let's just reroll. Okay, wheat is good, as is the whetstone, even though we will only get to plus 2% life steal. Okay, alien worm. So minus 1 HP from consumables is actually a semi-significant downside, especially when we have the garden. So maybe that's a skip, actually. Okay, let's go for wave 14. Hopefully, okay, this elite. Let's see how this goes. I'll make some effort in killing it. It seems we're doing good damage, so we might be able to do so. Need to be careful of this phase, though. Luckily, well, it's partly luck, but it's a good thing that we have a lot of dodge, so don't need to dodge manually so much, and it seems we are able to kill this elite, which means we will probably win the run, though I did take a lot of damage there. Okay, there we go. Full heal from the loot crate. And now the rest of this should go relatively smoothly. Hopefully, at least. Keep on killing aliens. There we go, wave 14 done. And it's always a good sign if you're able to kill the first elite. Here's the exoskeleton. Sure. Also the fairy. Okay, excellent loot. Alright, so I think we are going to win this run. Let's get a plus 6% dodge, and let's get... Nah, I don't want harvesting anymore, or range damage. Let's get melee damage instead. Alright. And gambling token is probably good. Sure, and let's get the blindfold, and we are at 61 out of 60 dodge. Good, good, good. Yeah, this is going well. I think we'll win relatively easily. Piggy bank is here, as is the sword 4. Let's lock that down. Sure, let's get the piggy bank, and let's get more value out of it. Lock down the rock 2 instead of picking it up. And here we are for wave 15. Okay, no problem. We will get one more elite before we get to the bosses. But based on how that first elite went, we shouldn't have difficulties. Knock on wood, at least. Alright, 15 seconds to go. So this well-rounded character can do, well, almost anything pretty well. As we can see during this run. It's one of the easier characters, definitely not the easiest, but one of the easier ones. Reflexes 4 is here. Sure, don't mind if I do. Sword, we'll pick that up actually later. We'll get even more value out of the piggy bank. Yeah, I could pick up the rock now though. Sure, why not? Let's also reroll since it's free. Yeah, let's get the classes. I'll get the sword before the elite fight. So it's a good thing in Brotato that the runs don't take too long. So when you get powerful enough that you basically know already that you're going to win the run, it doesn't feel like the game overstays its welcome, even if you do run out of the challenge. Unlike in Battle Brothers, for example. Since a successful run takes about, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, or maybe even 20 if you don't spend that time speaking like I do. Even if you know you're going to win by wave 10, it's only a time commitment of, let's say, 15 minutes. Which isn't too bad. I think we'll reroll this. Well, we do want to reroll that as well. Okay, that's good enough. And we are getting the elite now, so let's make it slightly easier and get... what do we recycle though? The hatchet one has actually dealt a lot of damage. More than the rock. More than the spiky shields. The same amount as the Ghost Axe 4. Even, well, maybe we get rid of the spiky shields too in that case. Yeah, okay. It doesn't even matter because we're powerful enough anyway. I don't want the weird ghost. No reason to take that risk. Let's reroll. No, not a blood donation again. Let's get a tentacle though. And let's go for wave 70. I don't think we need to spend our resources. Okay, this guy should be able to win quite easily. Okay, now it's rushing us. But it's nearly dead. And there it goes. Okay. So basically, if you are able to win or beat the elites that easily, then it's very likely that the bosses will also pose no problem. And we've maxed out dodge, for example, so yeah, I don't think the rest of the run can kill us unless I somehow like lose control of my mental faculties and just walk into dangerous enemies over and over and over. Which is theoretically possible, of course, but it's quite kind of unlikely. Okay, spider, do we want that? Yes, I think we do. Sure. Laser turret we can skip. Toxic sludge we can skip. And let's get, I think, lifesteal for even more safety. Plus 20% attack speed would also be nice, as would the plus 5 HP regen. But let's get the lifesteal. Let's get the lemonade. Snail is probably fine. Let's pick it up. Adrenaline is good. Is a medical turret good? Well, we do have 8 engineering, so yeah, why not? Why the hell not? Gentle alien is fine. Broken mouth is fine. Jousting lance 4. It's a good weapon, but it's also expensive. We could take the glass cannon, but I don't think it's worth it. Let's reroll once more. Get more trees, and let's go for wave 18. So the only thing, well, one of the major things that could have made this run even more broken is if we had gained the piggy bank earlier, but we've already broken the game anyway, so why am I even considering or thinking about that? We can go back to the potato fanfiction. Do I have anything more to say about it though? Not until I see some actual potato fanfiction, probably. Though, yeah, I don't want to see the naughtier fanfiction. At least not the, like the, how should I put it? The more extreme naughty potato fanfiction. That's not something I'm interested in. So why am I speaking about it if I'm not? Well, we'll have to make a conscious effort to think about something else to talk about. Okie dokie, let's keep on potatoing. Silver bullet, well, why the hell not? Basically it doesn't matter what we take at this point. Well, another silver bullet makes the bosses toast even faster. Don't want any of... No, do I want defective steroids here? It's like whatever, let's take it. Alright, wave 19. So let's slaughter these poor aliens here, and then we only have the last wave to deal with. And I will refrain from speaking about fanfiction for the rest of this run. So what am I going to speak about is the question. Yeah, I think, yeah, I can speak about melee versus ranged. Not that it's as amusing of a topic. But since I think there are more melee weapons available in the game, it's when we do, or when I do, the random weapon start, it's far more likely that we end up with a melee weapon. I think at least it's the case that there's more melee weapons. And frankly, I don't like melee all that much in the game, but I do enjoy ranged a lot. The melee isn't bad. I shouldn't say that I don't enjoy it. But yeah, I would prefer to get some range characters going instead. Okay, percentage damage or armor. Let's take the armor. Let's take the range. So hopefully for the next run is what will happen is that we'll get a ranged character instead, since I'm a little bit fed up with all the meleeing. So maybe I shouldn't be. It's not like the biggest burden on my soul. Do I want to hatch it too? Nah. Would need to recycle something. Let's pick up more life still. Ugly tooth is fine. We have a lot of materials to spend here, so let's get through this screen somehow. Do that. Spider again. Do we want it? Yes, we do. Okay. We want this. Whatever, sure. That's fine. That's fine. Schmoop is probably fine. Okay. There we are. We are not very fast, but we are very damaging. So these bosses will die very quickly. Goodbye and goodbye. Okay. So that's that done. Let's take a look at the damages. 5,000, 8,000, 8,000, 7,000, 17,000 for the sword. But 13,500 for the hatchet, which means that the hatchet is actually quite good of a weapon. I didn't actually know that it was this good. But yeah, it seems, based on this run, that even a hatchet 1 or 2 can deal significant damage. Well, it's a good thing we had that. Let's take a quick look at the items here. Did we actually... No, it doesn't actually tell us how much we healed from the medical turrets. Piggy bank gained us 771. Anything else? Adrenaline got us 13. What else? 9,000 damage from Riposte, 34 from Alien Ice. Materials 197 from the Bunny. 330 materials from the bags. The 2 bags that we took. Okay, Tentacle healed us for 338. That's quite nice. Alright, so that's that done. Quite easy. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll do, well, something. Thanks for watching and see you then.